Hi Leo, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always check what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences at this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. As usual, I have a special sales offer available inspired in the Leo themed season we are currently on. So if you also want to know more details about that special offer, read the information in the description box below about it or email me to know more details. If you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Leo, it feels like for some of you, there's a little bit of a struggle throughout August in finding a sense of resolution in a particular situation that has had for some of you a quality in it that it's almost like obsessive. So some of you have a particular issue, circumstance, relationship in your life that has a way to trigger in you and perhaps as well in the other end negative patterns that end up creating a lot of for some of you Leos, it's like this dynamic is creating a lot of problems in other areas of your life surrounding this main issue that must be avoided or should be avoided to not add to the pile of problems or complications that you already have. Some of you don't feel like you have what's yours, so there's a little bit of an energy of entitlement that at the same time raises your frustration. So you feel that something should be yours, belongs to you, and yet when you bump into problems in having that with you, the frustration is intense, and it creates again patterns that can be a little bit damaging or even self-destructive. So there's your season brings here an illumination to the devil concept in your subconscious. So your addictions, your obsessions, your negative self-talk, your negative habits, it's all under a lot of scrutiny so that you can get to the bottom of what is holding you captive in a circumstance, in a relationship, in a way of living that doesn't match the authentic, pure, healthy energy that you would like to have come in. So it's almost like there's a separation between the authentic life, the authentic relationship, the authentic, pursuit of your dreams, your goals, versus the things that you're associated with. So the devil here in your unconscious motivates experience throughout August that might be more on the darker side or unpleasant side to help you get to that confrontation that something is not working, that something is not good for you, that something needs to be changed to the core. For some of you Leos, there's a lot of addictions in the air here, so it could be an issue with addictions, as you also have the Seven of Cups here. And the Seven of Cups and the Devil, especially when they're paired together, can have an interpretation that usually leads into actual addictions of any kinds. The Seven of Cups and the Devil can point to addictions of substances, but also sexual addictions, things that we hide, or we do and pursue, you know, in a way that is almost like in a veiled way, because there's a part, again, there's a part to us that know that there's something about that that brings shame, guilt. There's a part to some of you Leos, behaviors that is like, that there's something. It's like some of you Leos know that the intention behind something is not the best. But yet when it comes to the moment to put a stop to it, some of you might have a challenge with the moment. When the moment comes to say no, there's a struggle in that. So you can, before it comes, the temptation comes right in front of you. You know that it's not good, you don't want it, you put in your mind that you're going to walk away from this or to refuse this. But when it comes, when it stares right in the eye, and that's the devil's charm, is that when you look at it, it's so tempting. It's an energy that is all consuming, and it promises much more than it can deliver, is that we end up not resisting and repeating the cycle. So there's something on this terms that might be a part of your August experience to help you break free, actually, from a condition that for some of you is also in your environment that is just not adding to the quality of your life. And that's where you head as then you go into September with the Nine of Pentacles. Is a return to a quality of life, to grace, to beauty, to health, that it's much more sustainable and much more, again, much more of an energy that is in the frequency of love and true abundance and true respect and appreciation for you and the people around you. Now, for some of you Leos, there could also be that this is speaking to people in your environment, people you work with, perhaps, that are vehicles of this devil, trap. It's almost like, when we work in environments, where there's a lot of access, to things that without it we wouldn't have. So there can be, for some of you Leos, there can be an incitation, an intimidation, almost like this invitation, basically, from people in your environment, particularly work environments, that want to tempt you with something. It could be easy money, easy deals, shady deals, substances. It could be with, again, sexual gratifications and even affairs here, in the work environment. So when those things pop during August, being that you are an active participant of it, or that you are watching this, just be mindful that this might be occurring to having you the awareness that maybe you should be doing something else. For some of you Leos, you could be, as this energy then shifts into another much better one, you could be looking for another job. You could be looking to be more, less dependent on, again, people that are toxic or environments that are toxic to get your job done. You might be looking to start your business or be more financially secure, or to be some sort of freelance, in a freelancer position. You could be deciding to end, again, associations, relationships, and rather be alone than in a company that is wrong. It might take some time for you to get to the realization of the Nine of Pentacles, but I feel like inevitably the majority of you Leos will be back on track. For some Leos, this is simple as August brings temptations, brings a sort of energy that is shady, you know. So when we are dealing with this type of energies, even if prior to this everything was working well, even though with the Five of Cups here, some of you are actually coming from a background of some sort of emotional disappointment, suffering, or loss. And you might be using, again, or tempted to use here things to escape your pain or to escape your issues. But as I was saying, I feel like it could be just as simple as you're tested during this month. Maybe you have an amazing relationship, but yet something, you know, occurs in August where there's this temptation to be unfaithful or to cheat or to lie or to steal, something on those terms. And the Devil and the Seven of Cups bring that, you know, that test, that temptation. Are you going to, you know, behave in the good way, or are you going to behave in the bad way? The bad way ending up not only being in a bad way because of the consequences to other people, but ultimately to you. Because the Leo energy is not, you know, really one that can tolerate this type of toxicity and obscurity for too long without it start causing a level of damage even to your health. So when something feels too easy, too good to be true, too, you know, irresistible during August is when you should just stop for a minute and just process it and think about it. Like really deeply think about it. How is that going to affect you? Do you really need that? Or do you want that? You know, there's a difference there between you needing something or something adding to your life, or you just wanting something and that thing actually taking from your life. I also feel like, again, for Leos that are, for example, in a situation where you are in an affair, it might be complicated to sustain that affair much more time beyond August because of the Nine of Pentacles. Because as you get to see more and more and more and more and more your worth and understand what it is that you truly want in your life and by your side, you could be putting a stop and putting real endings to things that you know don't things that you know can't be mirroring to you the best of you. So you also, some of you Leos have had something in your life like you have been having experiences mirroring perhaps the worst of you. And as you get perhaps some realization on and some of you, as you're doing shadow work, you're now ready for another energy. Now that you've learned something about perhaps your inner demons, or now that you've faced a fear, or faced, you know, a very, very difficult situation to end or to be free from, whatever it was or is for you, you're ready for the new energy. And the new energy is one where you also want to have mirrored back to you the things that you now know are your inner gems. So as you understand the high value you have, you also want people with those same qualities in your life, which is perfectly valid. So in August, between choosing to put yourself in a position that is unworthy of you in all types of ways, and one that respects you and raises you, one that sits you in that throne of power, you will perhaps hesitate but end up choosing that, which is a good thing to see. I also feel like for some of you, just, you want out of something. It's as simple as that. And you're throughout August trying to find a way out of a problem, a situation, a relationship, whatever it is that is just not something you want in your life. So I hope you have a great month. I want to thank all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it, and please keep doing so. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.